Hi, and welcome to Accounting 2241, Introductory to Financial Accounting. This is our web-based course. I'll be your facilitator. My name is Eric Tanton, and looking forward to walking through this short introductory video to get you familiar with our Brightspace page. So hopefully you've all had a chance to look at our Brightspace page. I'm just going to bring it up now so we can take a look together. I want to draw your attention to a few of the functions that are available in here. So first and foremost, with this being a distance course, it's very important that you understand everything is self-directed. So there are due dates according to material and some expectations in terms of what you've read and what you've practiced. But for the most part, you're free to complete the readings and the work upon your own schedule. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is our calendar. So our calendar here is going to outline the approximate modules that you should be working on throughout the course, as well as some of our live tutorial dates. Again, this course runs with a live tutorial. It allows us once a week to get together using this Collaborate space and go through a couple of example problems. Also gives you a chance to ask questions about any of the material that we've started to look at. All of those tutorials are also recorded, so if you're unable to attend a tutorial for whatever purpose, the recording will be listed here under our recordings, so you'll be able to watch it in post view. All of our due dates for quizzes and assignments and such are all listed here on our calendar. We'll also actively use the news and announcements, so anytime there's new information that's added to our web course or any additional clarification items, you will receive a notice on our announcements and news. Just as a note, I'd recommend that everyone ensures that the email that they're using that goes through your Brightspace is one that you check actively so that you can get notifications of those things. So let's go right into our content page. This will be the main page that we'll work on under Course Information and Content. This course is divided into modules. So every module will go through numerous different topics, and there'll be a couple of different pieces for every topic. So first I'm going to draw your attention to the syllabus. So in here you'll have our course outline. This will outline the weighting for evaluation, as well as a course calendar, expectations of the course. Please take time to read that and go through it, as well as any technical support for Brightspace if this is a new module for you. Each of our modules is then listed below. Each of the module begins with a chapter reference. So with this course, we're required to have the textbook or e-text, but most importantly, must have access to our Wiley Plus. There will be multiple pieces throughout the course where Wiley Plus will be required. So please ensure that you have Wiley Plus access. So as you go into each module, you'll have access to your chapter readings, as well as lesson plans for each of the submodules. So as you click through, you'll be able to look at Lesson Plan 1.1. It'll outline the different elements of our course. So in Module 1.1, you'll be watching this video, reading the course outline, exploring our course site, and looking at other course support tools. In Module 1.2, you'll get into the actual course material. And again, you'll just flow through, and each of them will have lesson plans for you. So in Lesson 1.2, there's a few pages for you to read, as well as a self-assessment. The self-assessments will be available through Wiley Plus. And again, as you click through them, you'll have a chance to work through a number of practice problems. These problems are not graded, but are a good chance for you to validate your understanding of the course. Throughout the self-assessments, you do have a chance to link to the text, so they'll take you back to the information that you would have read. You'll also be able to review your score and get information on where you went astray. Again, you can do these self-assessments as many times as you'd like, but please do work through them as you go through the course material to ensure that each of these topics is understood. All right, and as you continue through the different modules, you'll see that they all flow fairly regularly. You'll also have module lectures throughout. These lectures are anywhere between 5 and 30 minutes, and we'll just sort of break down some key topics throughout the course. So again, just another resource for you to work through, where we'll have sort of a lecture material as well as some practice problems that are worked through in those lectures. Okay. At the end of each module, You'll also have a reference resource. So again, some tutorial problems to begin to work on, some key concepts and reviews, and other deliverables. As you work through, you'll also have a number of discussion board activities that are available. So as you go through each module, we'll ask that you, in this case, introduce yourself, but each of the modules will have a different discussion board topic. Those discussion board topics do go towards your final grade, so please take the time to respond to each of those discussions as you go through the course material. You'll also see links to our quizzes that happen on a weekly basis. As you work through each of the modules, you'll see that they all follow a very similar pattern, so as you go through, you'll have that information available to you. You can also access the quizzes directly through the quizzes file, and again, you'll see each of the due dates listed here, as well as the due date times. Please respect the due dates and times. Quizzes are not accepted late. We've also listed our assignments into the assignment files, and they're also linked into your course calendar. But again, as you work through each of your assignments, I'll ask that you open them up, review the assignment attachment, complete the assignment in Excel, include your name and student number on all submissions, and drop them in the Dropbox before the due date. Again, assignments in this course should be done individually, although you can collaborate with other individuals in the class to make sure you're on the right track. Do ask that all of the work is your own authorship. As well, you'll see our listed tutorial problems under the tutorial problem file. And those tutorials will be, those problems are encouraged for you to work on, and those are the problems that we're going to try to get to during our live tutorials. Last but not least, we have some chapter resources. So again, on the Wiley Plus Read, Study, and Practice, after each chapter you have the availability to go in and do some review resources here. I'll try that again here. And a couple of things I'd like to draw your attention to. So we have some demonstration problems as well as tutorials. So for each chapter you have different sections that you can look at to make sure that you have full information and availability. Under the tutorials, you also have some interactive questions here. So you can actually walk through analyzing business transactions, and you'll have a live lecture that you can work through here as well. Okay. So Wiley Plus will be a very key resource for us throughout the course. And again, you'll have all of the different resources available here to help you to make sure that you're understanding the information in the course. Okay, last but not least is our discussion forums. And again, our discussions are linked throughout our course modules, and you'll have an availability to respond to each of those discussion boards as you go through. In the discussion board as well, under discussions, you'll also have a file that's called student questions. That's where you're encouraged to ask any course-related questions, either directly towards material or towards assignments or quizzes. If you have any questions or concerns that arise there, those will all be found in here under the discussions file. It'll be labeled student question. Please feel free to post any questions that are course-related and public in nature. If you see a question on there that you happen to know the answer to, please feel free to respond to your classmates. And I'll monitor this on a daily basis to ensure that your question gets the proper response and that everyone is up to speed on any of the questions that are posted there. This works much better than emailing me directly, because again, if you're emailing me a question related to the course material, likelihood is there are other people who have a similar question. So please use the student question forum for those types of questions. If you have particular questions about your own grade or your own performance in the course, then please do use an email directly to me for those. Okay. Up here as well, we have our course schedule, and so again, you'll see our schedule listed here with all of the different deliverables and due dates and material coverage. Okay. We also have our live tutorial sessions, And so for our live tutorial sessions, we'll go into the Blackboard Collaborate and log into Blackboard Collaborate to get the link to our tutorials. If you're watching the tutorial in post view, you'll click under the recordings and pull up the tutorial for the corresponding week that you may have missed. Okay. So those are all available there as well. So I hope this gives you a good sense of the overview of our course. Again, I hope that it will be informative and a great experience for you all. I am always open to feedback as you continue through this course, so please do provide any feedback as we move along, and look forward to chatting with you all during our tutorials. So the first steps today are to continue out your lesson plan 1.1 in the module. You should be now looking at our course outline, reviewing the details there regarding the requirements of the course, the breakdown of assessment for the course, as well as the course calendar that's listed there. Thank you so much, and hope you have a wonderful and thorough enjoyment of our first module. Thanks so much.